purpose. This is the definition that we use. It is an aspirational reason for being that inspires action that benefits shareholders, stakeholders, as well as local and global societies. When you have a purpose that inspires action, you have a purpose that inspires your employees, that inspires your partners, that inspires your stakeholders. But it doesn't just inspire them to drive profit, it inspires them to make a positive impact that benefits the communities that they are a part of and the world that they share with others. And when you start to recognize the power of that, then you'll be able to unlock what we call the Purpose Flywheel. And there's three key components to this Purpose Flywheel. The first is the ability to lead with purpose. And this happens and only happens when the CEO and executive leaders of a company recognize that the reason why that company exists has to be for a higher reason and a higher purpose than solely profit, that is solving problems in the world that people care about. And when you have leaders that are purpose-driven, not only are they able to lead their enterprise and their companies from a place of purpose, but they also have a sense of purpose personally that drives the way that they show up for their employees, the way that they show up as a leader, and the way that they operate their companies. And when you are able, from a CEO standpoint, to build a leadership team that is rooted in purpose, then now you have leaders who are operating from a place of strength and a place of intention and a clear sense of direction for why this enterprise exists. Once you're able to unlock the power of leading with purpose, now you're able to build the second part of that, which is working with purpose. And that is where everyone in here, whether you're a leader or an employee, play a big part in how purpose can come alive within a company. Because working with purpose, it becomes essential and powerful because the employees begin to recognize how their own gifts and their own passions could be of service to that corporate purpose. But then the employees begin to create a culture that's rooted in purpose, where you all show up to work every day and you recognize that the work you're doing matters because it's laddering up to something that you care about. And you create a space for your employees and your coworkers to bring their gifts, to bring their passions, to contribute that in a way that brings you all alive. And when you build a strong culture that's rooted in purpose, then everybody comes to work in ways that they feel proud, they feel impactful, they feel engaged. And then when you build a culture that's rooted in purpose, then now you're able to create with purpose. And that is where the power becomes for people out in the world to see how purpose lives in their lives. Because now you're creating products, you're innovating, you're creating campaigns, you're creating stories, you're creating retail experiences, you're creating impact that lives out in the world that people can see and touch and feel. And when you're able to create with purpose, now you're able to create excitement out in the marketplace that get those leaders to become even more committed to building a culture that continues to thrive and continue to create, and that flywheel continues to go over and over and over again. And the greatest companies that we have right now, and the ones that are going to be leading the way, are the ones that are going to be able to unlock this purpose flywheel for growth that creates engaged employees, excellent leaders, as well as amazing innovation and creativity out in the world.